with whatever supply we're using.
That's
We
fine.
probably just need to be smarter with what we are ordering.
Yeah, I'm not. It's more. I just want to make sure we're not going to smash our budgets. We just need to have a handle of that. Yeah.
But it's difficult without any preempting of what the cost is going to rise by, because broccoli, well, it's cauliflower actually. Last week was 85p. Now it's £3.15 for one cauliflower from a supplier, which is ludicrous. So then, in which case, we need to say no cauliflower this week.
We need to be seasonal. We need to go with the seasonal stuff that's coming out of the ground. Yeah.
I think it'd be good to know if they're actually using all this veg we're sending
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
We've not had any feedback from them about the veg.
Okay. Well, can we deal with that separately on the questionnaire about veg? Is that something we can do?
Yeah, and I can raise it in my locality meeting in a few minutes.
Okay. So Wells, does Wells have that information from Mark then?
Yeah, we send.
Okay.
Yeah, you should have.
Could you put a running total against each of the items and what the price is each week?
Yeah. Okay. We'll ask Milani and Abby to pull some of that off for you, do a bit of analysis.
Okay, that's good.
If Health and Wellbeing can have what veg has gone to each home per week, we can compare that with the diary and see what's been consumed. It won't obviously cover what staff have consumed, but it'll give us a bit of a guide, like when we were comparing what was ordered online with what was eaten.
That'd be good.
Because I understand what you're saying about the budget. Obviously, that is a massive markup, but I think we're probably wasting less now than we were. Plus, we haven't got the costs of heavily processed stuff like jars.
Yeah,
So
no,
it might actually even out.
I think it's what Sam said. We've just got to be savvy. If cauliflower is not being produced at the moment, we shouldn't be offering it. We should be offering maybe asparagus or something. I don't know, stuff that is coming out now. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, stuff that's being grown locally. You know, I think that'd be real. And maybe we do need to reach out to that. I saw the email about the guy with the stall. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you could get let's get this MI sorted, and then let's reach out with Mark and maybe that lady or man and ask, what is the seasonal stuff at the moment? What are you handling? Yeah, and we can then offer that to the homes.
Yeah, we just like generic veg.
Yeah.
When we don't get it, it's just, and then
What can we get?
There needs to be abundance of stuff coming out, definitely. Okay, should we move on then? So we'll do that with the fruit and veg.
Yeah.
Milk's all sorted now, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if the homes are getting eggs from McQueen's. I don't know about the egg shortage that went on. I don't know if anybody's heard anything from the homes, if they're receiving the eggs with the milk.
I've not seen anything.
Can we find that out? We need to use our comm stuff much better. Yeah, we've got to use the platform and just find out what are they. Yeah, we need to maybe recalibrate these questionnaires.
I think we maybe need to look at a different way of doing it, because we're not giving anybody any paperwork time at the moment because of the staffing. So it's when do they fill in the questionnaires? If we can find another way, like Hazel said, of pulling it off the diaries, etc., then that might be more effective.
But could we give it to someone off site just to even give a quick call, just to say, look, we've got a lot of people in the background. Could we not just task them to get that information or not?
It would have to be locality that would need to do it.
Okay, well, I'll leave that with you guys if you can come up with a plan, yeah? Cool. What's the other stuff?
So delivery this morning, the Stallingborough. I wasn't here first thing,
So we didn't realise who was to be the Stallingborough delivery driver this morning for food, and then we found out obviously it was John. I never got to see John this morning, but he'd already left without food, and then feedback from him was that he didn't realise he had any food to deliver. So we sorted it, Stallingborough got the food, but I just don't know how is there any way we can find out who is meant to be delivering the food?
Can you see the rota?
No, I can't see the rota.
I can see the rota.
Okay.
But John's just said Barbley, I think, for today. It's on there that he was at Stallingborough.
Okay.
I think it's on the BC Logistics rota.
Okay.
As the.
I just want to say specifically, I think so.
Yeah, you'll see that he's on the BC Logistics 9 till 12, and then from 12 at Bardney. No, Old Hall, wasn't it? I think.
Friday, it says Dominic 9:30 till 2, Bardney and Fiskerton. Doesn't actually say anything about Stallingborough on there.
Okay, so that's not been a
So
thing.
the rotor needs to reflect where he's going.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we'll sort that. Is Mel in this, or who's going to deal with that?
I'll chase that one.
Great, thanks, Sam. And we need to almost think the day before, what's going to happen. Someone needs to get sight of this and just make sure that it is all correct.
Yeah.
Who's that going to be? You guys?
Who would be us, I guess.
I can't see it, but yeah, but I'm
Yeah, I
happy
can
to
see
have
the
a
rotor.
yeah.
Okay, so do it on a Thursday before we
Yeah.
kick this off
We're just
again.
checking with everybody
Yeah.
that's actually due to thingy, because I think it's the other drivers as well.
Yeah.
And we can just check in and make sure that that's in there.
Yeah.
And take the food and the water.
And we just need to make sure that we've got people here next Friday, because obviously it
I was
is
going to say,
the
yeah.
bank holiday.
Yeah.
But at the moment on the road, there's not many people on at all. But with the logistics of getting the vans packed, and then we've got intake of 10 people as well. So I did speak to you both yesterday that I might need them to work, and they were quite happy to.
Good.
But I just don't know if we're going to need more people just
To pack.
I mean, we can get everything sorted on the Thursday
Yeah.
for the packing. It's just if there's a little bit that we need to do on quite morning, because they did all the veg and everything yesterday, because we had to go out quite late because of book mechanism.
Not
Yeah.
easy to hear, Danielle.
Oh, sorry. So as long as we can get everything sorted on the Thursday, we shouldn't need too many people on the Friday morning, because everything will be packed already.
Yeah.
It's just with there being an intake of 10 as well, we're going to need a few more hands, because somebody will need to be on the desk, and we'll need a couple of people in the supermarket. But yeah, both Hannahs have said that they're quite happy. I said they could probably even just do the morning.
What happens if both Hannahs go down? What are we going to do?
This is the thing. Isn't
No, but
it?
it just feeds back to the volunteers, though, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we-
I think Steve's got a training session with some of them next week. That's the plan, next Thursday, to induct them. So the idea was that they would be able to see some of how the food is allocated out as part of that induction.
Because let's do a handover then. Let's make sure they're really fully aware for Thursday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think we are still waiting for them to confirm that any of them are able to come. So as soon
Okay.
as I know, I'll let you know.
Cool. And then worst case, if none of them are available, we need to put a call to action locally. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we can do that.
Should we do that for Monday stroke Tuesday? We'll put that call out if we have to.
Yeah.
Who's gonna alert to
Well,
us?
if I'll alert in terms of volunteers, and then we need to look at the rota as part of the rota meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We will have 3 delivery drivers in place by Friday,
Yeah.
live and delivering.
And there's no reason they can't do some of the other logistics around this.
No?
Yeah. Okay. Good.
As long as it's on the rotor, because then I can see the rotor, so then I can see where people are actually supposed to be going.
Yeah.
So that me and Laura can then obviously coordinate that in the morning on the Friday.
Yeah, but they can go out and do some of the shopping and some of the extra stuff as well as part of their role.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
that'd be really good.
Okay.
Thought of something
Is there anything else?
I thought of something else.
Do we need to supply, do we need to find another egg supplier for the old Vic? Because they
I'll
were
talk
supposed
to I'll talk to locality in a few minutes and get an answer on that one.
all right.
What I was going to say. So obviously we normally ask the homes to give us their order by 3 o'clock on the Tuesday, but we wondered if we could do it for 12 o'clock this Tuesday, with it being the bank holiday. We don't know if supermarkets are going to be closed and stuff, and then that just means that we can get the bookers order in to be delivered the day earlier.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be a problem.
I think it would make it more sense to have it for 5 o'clock on a Monday, because Monday is when all the homes have got paperwork.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
yeah,
Perfect. Okay.
That'd be really good.
Yeah.
Then we've got that Tuesday to get the bookers order in, and maybe to get that in on the Wednesday, and then it's just veg on the
Day
Thursday,
early,
and we've got everything
yeah.
a day early.
You need to create a timetable, yeah? We
Yeah,
need
I've
to see
started
how you're
writing
going to
it
do it
out,
Monday
yeah.
to Sunday, what you guys do, yeah?
Yeah,
And that
I've
needs to be
started.
shared with everyone, yeah?
Yeah, I have started, but things
Good.
is changing.
Good. We'll
So,
keep changing it then.
okay.
Okay. Sam, going back to the seasonal stuff, could you get a list of what's seasonal so we can offer it back to the homes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, leave that with me this afternoon. I'll sort that.
Is there anything else?
No, Can I dip out to go to locality?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a quick question, with your working from home next week, who's coordinating the Wizard Water deliveries?
So they are rotated already. Monday to Friday, Les is there. I spoke to Dec yesterday, and he is sorting the shadow shifts out for the new starters. So he's going to incorporate half of the round with the shadows. So it's going to be Dec and a shadow doing half of it, and Les doing the other half.
Good. Cool. Is there anything else?
Not from me, no.
Good. Okay.